Earth Station Stanwell. Koala Project to Flora Control. Come in, please. Over.
Earth Station Stanwell, fluorescent receiving, over.
Roger, Flora. I hope you're growing some good eucalypts over there, because the Koala Project's looking cuddly.
Roger, Koala, we're fine here. How are the others going? Over.
I'll check. Over and out.
So how long before these can be released?
The fish in here, Michelle, will not be released, but at the end of the year, the second year 8-arm students are going to try a breeding program, and the small fish from this pond could be released at Stanwell.
Earth Station Stanwell, to fish mission. How's it doing there? Over.
On schedule, Koala. I was over at the Environment Expo earlier, and they're on time too.
Great news, fish. That means all 4 programs are in go mode.
Looks like we've got ourselves an environmental project.
Stanwell Power Station in central Queensland is the state's biggest construction project.
Queensland needs the electricity it's going to produce, but when you build something as large as this, it has to have an impact on the environment.
That's why 200 school students are here today, planting trees. It's part of the Earth Station Stanwell program, making sure that this power station will be a good neighbour to the people of central Queensland.
So, we've got to take the plant out of the pot, and to do that, we've got to do it very gently, because remember, this is a baby.
Okay. Up. Oh, man. This is way better than school work.
The 1,000 native trees planted here today have been supplied by the Queensland Forestry Service. They've been placed in what's called a buffer zone all around the station. When they grow up, they'll form a forest. It will be the way it was 100 years ago, before land clearing for grazing and farms took away the trees. So, it will be a pleasant recreation area for local people.
It will also be a nice place for wildlife, as there is a tree corridor going right through the recreation area, so animals can pass through.
Rockhampton Grammar School is involved in another tree planting project at Stanwell in association with Greening Australia.
So what exactly is your project about?
It's about planting trees so the future people will be able to see what we've done. We plant the trees here, take them to the Stanwell Power Station and plant them in our dry rainforest.
So all the trees will be planted at Stanwell?
Yes, all of them will. 120 of them are already being planted at Stanwell. We would like to plant 300 trees at Stanwell.
How long do you expect this project will last?
Well, since it's a rainforest, it should last about 300 years. We hope it will last a lot longer.
There's already a forest of native trees here at Stanwell. But what about the animals? There are plenty of birds and kangaroos, but there's one animal scientists think used to live around Stanwell that was wiped out by human activity many years ago. Koalas, those curly creatures all the world loves. There's a plan to return koalas to Stanwell. Alison Mells is in charge of the project.
The project was actually proposed to me through the Australian Koala Foundation, and they were referring the idea on from the QECs and from their Stanwell project. So they had some surplus land left over from their powerhouse development, and they wanted to put that to a useful purpose.
So where will all the koalas come from?
The koalas themselves will come from areas around central Queensland where their habitat is being destroyed by various forms of development, such things as clearing for agriculture or for developments for urban development or industry.
Scientists first had to discover whether koalas would survive if they are returned to the bush. Investigations have shown they stand a good chance here. When the koalas arrive, this is where they'll come, among the trees they like. Scientists are watching closely to see how well they do.
Power stations need water for cooling, and this is Stanwell's main storage dam. It's very clean now, but if it was left this way, it would soon become clogged up with weeds and biting mozzies. You could spray the water with chemicals to make it clean, but in big amounts, that's not good for the environment. There's a better way to control weeds and insects, using something natural. Fish.
These are baby silver and golden perch. More than 11,000 fingerlings will be released into the Stanwell Dam.
Their progress will be studied by scientists. That's a lot of fish, and mosquito larvae is their favourite tucker. They eat weeds too. Goodbye mozzies and goodbye weeds.
Every industry, business and household uses electricity, so there must be a big supply of it. But the electricity industry must also look after the environment at the same time. That's what this project, at Rockhampton's first ever Environmental Expo, is all about.
It explains the electricity industry's environment policy and what it means to us all. The Earth Station Stanwell project is part of that work.
It's part of a long-term scheme to make sure that electricity doesn't harm the environment.